So do you also use Facebook lead ads to get more leads for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to send notification on Slack and add Facebook lead ads leads in Google Sheets. So like you, I'm also using Facebook lead ads to promote and grow my digital marketing agency. So now what I want is that whenever we receive a new lead through Facebook lead ads, I want to add the lead details into my Google Sheets, and then further I want to notify my team on Slack about the new lead received so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Facebook, Google Sheets and Slack, and to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video I'll show you how to automatically send a Slack notification and log new Facebook leads into Google Sheets without any manual steps. As soon as a user submits a Facebook lead form, this automation capture the lead details, add them into Google Sheets and also notify my team on Slack. It's a perfect way to respond faster, keep your team informed and stay organized in real time. So let's build this Facebook to Slack lead alert system together. So to do this, I'm simply going to open a new tab and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of hours free every month to explore the application. But over here I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in, and once I'm just going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you're going to see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account, and once I'm just going to click on this access now, it is going to open the dashboard of my Pabbly Connects account. And to get started, I'm simply going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here you're going to see that on my dashboard I have created multiple folders in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I've already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as this, which says send notification on Slack and add Facebook lead ads leads in Google Sheets. And then we're simply going to click on this button which says create, and once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of a trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select my trigger application, which is Facebook lead ads. So I'm just going to search for Facebook lead ads and select it. And now for the trigger event, I'm just going to simply select it as new lead instant. And now I'm just going to click on this connect. Now it is saying add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can simply click on this button which says select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Facebook lead ads. And once I'm just going to click on this button, Pabbly is asking me to select my Facebook account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect it. So I'm simply going to select my Facebook account right over here, and once I'm just going to click on this continue. With this, my Facebook account will be connected with my Pabbly Connects workflow, and as you can see, authorization successful. So you also have to follow these same steps. And now for the page name, I'm simply going to select my page which is Digital Dynamics. So I'm just going to simply select this page right over here which is Digital Dynamics, and now I'm just going to select the lead gen form. So I've created multiple lead gen form for a particular page, but over here I'm just going to create this automation only for a single lead gen form which is new form. If you want to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen forms too. And after selecting the page name and the lead gen form, I'm simply going to click on this button which says save and send as request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send as request, request, it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission or record. So what we have to do is, I'm just going to open a new tab and I'm just going to open Meta for Developers. So I'm just going to search for Meta for Developers and open the landing page of Meta for Developers. From here we have to go towards this resources, developer tools, and now from here we have to go towards this lead ads RTO debug tool. And after coming over here towards this lead ads RTO debug tool, it is opening my leads ads testing tool. And now I'm just going to create a test lead using this testing tool only. So for that, I'm just going to select my page right over here, which is Digital Dynamics, and now I'm just going to select the same form which I selected right over here in my workflow. And after doing this, I'm just going to simply click on this button which says preview form. And now it is opening by this form, and now I'm just going to fill in this form, let's say as test lead. So I'm just going to select the service of interest. Let's say it is content creation. For the best time to contact, I'm just going to select any time. For the first name, I'm just going to enter my first name, which is test, and then last name, which is lead. And now I'm just going to move on further. For the email address, I'm just going to enter test@pablitudes.com. So I'm simply going to enter test@pablitudes.com. Now for the phone number, I'm just going to enter my phone number right over here, which is this. And now for the company name, I'm just going to enter my company name. Let's say I'm just going to enter it as Lakeview Properties, and then I'm just going to simply click on this button which says continue to submit my lead gen form, and then submit. And once I'm just going to click on this submit, with this we have successfully completed the test submission and created a test lead. And now I'm just going to open my workflow, and over here Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same test lead which we created right now. So I'm just going to wait till Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same right over here. And as you can see that Pabbly has successfully captured the response for the same. You're going to see the first name, the last name, the email, the phone number, the company name, the best time to contact, and the service of interest is exactly the same which I submitted during my test submission. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what is going to happen is that whenever someone is going to see my lead on their Facebook, automatically if they fill in the form, their details will be captured right over here, and this workflow is going to get triggered. Alright, so now I'm just going to move on forward towards my action. For my action application, first I'm just going to add these details into a Google Sheet. So I'm just going to select Google Sheets, and now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as add a new row and click on this connect. Now it is saying select an existing connection and add a new connection once again. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can simply click on this button which says select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then you have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And once you click on this sign in with Google, Pabbly is going to ask you to select your Gmail account, and once you select your Gmail account, Pabbly is going to ask you for some permissions. So what you have to do is you simply have to give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because your data is secure with Pabbly. I've already did all of this, so I'm simply going to go towards this, select existing connection and then save. And once you give Pabbly all the permissions, your account will be connected. Now I'm just going to select the spreadsheet in which I want to add the details, which is lead details right over here. And now after selecting the spreadsheet, I'm just going to select the sheet. Now it is asking me for all of these details. So one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details. So you must be wondering what is mapping. So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are just going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details. First, I'm just going to map the first name. Then I'm just going to map the last name like this. I'm just going to simply map the details from the response of my previous step. After mapping all of these details, will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So yes, you can see that I've successfully mapped all of these details, and now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. And as you can see, we have received the positive response that we've successfully added these details into my Google Sheets. So I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, the details have been added. So yes, now I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to send a message on my Slack channel. So for that, I'm just going to add another action step, and now for the action application, I'm just going to select it as Slack. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select send channel message and click on this connect. It is asking me for the same again. So if you haven't connected your Slack account, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Slack. And now it is asking me for the token type, and in the help text it is saying enter the token type as either user or bot. Check the documentation to find out how to get it. So I'm simply going to go towards this learn more to check how to get it. Alright, so we're going to see that the differentiation communication between the user and the bot. You're going to see with the token type as user, you will have the following permissions, and with the token type as bot, you will have the following permissions. So according to your own need, you can select the token type right over here. I'm just going to select my token type as bot right over here, and I'm just going to enter bot and click on this save. And now over here, it is going to ask me to authorize the app and give Pabbly all the permissions. Alright, so I'm simply going to give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. And once I'm just going to give Pabbly all the permissions, my Slack account is connected. Now it is asking me to select the channel. So for me, the channel is Facebook Leads. So I'm just going to select the same right over here, which is Facebook Leads. And now for the message, I'm just going to enter the message right over here. And after entering this message, I'm just going to simply map these details in this message. First, I'm just going to enter the first name, put a space, the last name. Then I'm just going to map the company, email, phone, and one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details like we did above. And automatically, these details will turn dynamic. The details which I've written manually, which is the message template, will remain the same. Only the details which we are mapping will change with every new response. So yes, you can see that I've simply mapped all of these details, and I'm just going to move on further. Now it's asking me for many other details. So all of these details are not the required details. So I'm just going to leave it as blank and click on this save and send test request. And as you can see that we have received the positive response that we have successfully sent this message on our Slack. So I'm just going to open my Slack, and as you can see that we have successfully received a new message. It says new Facebook leads, name, company, email, phone, service interested, and best time to contact. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our automation. And now first I'm just going to show you the real time example of this. So what happens is that let's say this lead ads is running right over here, all right? And let's say someone sees my lead on their Facebook and they fill in the form. So I'm just going to check that if the details are getting added right over here and the channel message is getting sent automatically without clicking on the save and send test request or not. So to do this, first I'm just going to create a test lead. Once again, I'm just going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. In order to create a new lead, it is really important that you delete the previous lead and refresh the page. Once again, I'm just going to select the page right over here, and then I'm just going to select the form and click on the preview form. Once again, I'm just going to select all of these details. Let's say for the service interest, I'm just going to select email marketing. Best time to contact, let's say I'm just going to select it as morning. First name, I'm just going to keep it as smart right over here. Last name, I'm just going to keep it as lead only. Email as lead@pabblytudes.com. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to check that if the details are getting added automatically in my sheets and automatically is my sales team getting notified or not. So let's say I'm just going to enter the phone number as this right over here, and then for the company name I'm just going to keep it as Pabbly. And after entering all of these details, I'm simply going to click on this continue and then submit. And as you can see that we have successfully submitted this lead, and I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and I'm just going to wait till the lead details are getting added. So yes, you can see in real time and within seconds the lead details are added right over here. Now I'm just going to open my Slack channel, and as you can see that we have received a new message right over here on our Slack too. Name, smart lead, company Pabbly, email, phone, and all of these details are exactly the same which we submitted right over here during our test submission. So yes, this is no magic. This is the power of automation which we created right now. Now whenever we're just going to receive a new lead from Facebook lead ads, automatically the details will be added right over here in my spreadsheet, and automatically my team will be notified on Slack about the new lead received. So yes, now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because I have already created this automation for my own digital marketing agency. You can create this automation for any business of yours for which you're using Facebook lead ads. So now go try this amazing automation, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.